Back so soon. The spare room sesh.
Yes, sir.
It's a two-man spare room sesh today. I am joined by none other than. I don't even think anybody knows who you are unless we introduce ourselves, right? I mean, I'm the only one who put my face on that Instagram video that I made.
I'm Coach, by the way.
Yeah.
Peoples.
Welcome, people.
Welcome aboard to the spare room sesh. Woohoo! Let's get it.
So we're doing this one today because Coach and I decided yesterday while we were recording the podcast that we had put out this morning that we wanted to talk a little bit about the NFL draft because we talked a little bit of football, we talked a little bit of basketball yesterday, right? Didn't we?
Yep.
We talked our normal bullshit, and we thought some stuff. I feel like we kind of left some stuff on the table. So we were thinking, get together whenever we were done working, and then I was like, oh wait, I'm off today because I had that weekend in Pittsburgh. You were off today, so we were like, holy shit, this is gonna line up perfect. You actually did have to go to work for a little bit there.
Yeah, I had to do some training or
what
whatever.
Were you saying you were doing? You were getting your CDL license?
No, it's a CDV. So I'm just getting a bigger truck.
Yeah, what does a CDV even mean?
Custom drive, like driver vehicle or something like that.
Custom driver vehicle?
Yeah, it's something for Amazon because if they purposely bought these trucks that are 1,099 pounds because you have to get them DOT regulated if they're a certain weight and all this stuff. So
I got you. All right, so let's get right to it. So I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. It's pretty obvious if you look behind me. I've said it more than a few times. I got into a couple angry rants here and there about my team.
Right there, number one.
Who?
Number one in your hearts, baby.
Oh, the worst part about it is you're pointing up at something nobody can see because they can't see that high up on the shot now.
Lord, it's a Cam Newton jersey, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm Carolina through and through.
I'll give it a little pan up. For you.
Yeah, that one there.
I look foolish doing this, but it's what we do.
It's what we do, yes,
Okay,
sir.
so let's get to it. I'll start off with my Ravens because these motherfuckers, you always make me host everything, so I'll just kick it off because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So in the draft this year, I'm not going to sit here and go through all 7 rounds, really. I'll maybe talk about what we could possibly get in the first 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Historically speaking, Ravens don't really draft anybody in the second round. J.K. Dobbins is kind of the exception to that rule. We usually trade that pick away because we haven't had the best success when we try to draft dudes in the second round. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be shocked if we trade that to get a second, third round pick or something like that. But nonetheless, everywhere I'm looking is trying to say that a cornerback is our top need. And I mean, you can argue that, because it's the back half of last season we lost literally every defensive back we had that wasn't named Chuck Clark.
They were throwing all over, taking advantage of the DBs, bro.
Exactly. I mean, we had Chris Westry starting that corner for us.
Who the hell?
We had some dude, I can't even remember his name right now, and I feel terrible, but he wore number 17. And if you're wearing number 17 playing corner in the NFL, I already know what's about to happen.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck out there. And Tavon Young, who's normally a nickel cornerback, was playing out of position. He had to play out on the edge last year once everybody got hurt. Marlon Humphrey got hurt at the Ravens-Steelers game that I went to.
Yeah.
So, So I understand saying that that's our biggest need. I do. But I disagree. I was talking to you about this right before we started to do this, Coach.
Yeah.
I think that our biggest need, realistically, is another edge rusher because Odafe Owe put on a show last year. And if it wasn't for fucking, what's his name? I mean, Owe was a savage,
bro, for sure. Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Micah Parsons being a straight-up all-pro his first year, we would have been hearing a lot more about my boy Odafe.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They tried to call this man Jason. I'm like, just call him his real name, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, exactly. Micah Parsons is built different. So I think, personally, we need to draft another edge rusher alongside of him because you don't want him to come in this year, have a sophomore slump, and then have fans sitting here and wondering, what happened to Owe, dude? He was killing it last year, and now this fucking guy can't even get pressure. Like, what the hell? It happens all the time. You saw it with Chase Young here in D.C. last year. People were wondering what the hell happened to him when it was really just offenses adjusted to him.
Yeah, they were watching that tape, bro. You think they're just going to stand pat and be like, oh, he's a monster? I mean, he is a monster, but teams don't want you crushing their quarterback
And
playing that well. So we got to put a stop to it.
Mm-hmm. And Montez Sweat, dude, he's a stud. But he clearly didn't. He didn't start off the year like he should have.
Right.
And he picked it up towards the back end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the same thing that happened with Chase Young. People are wondering what the hell happened to him. Now he has issues with pass rush moves and stuff like that. Like he's really kind of like
I've
a
heard
one-trick
stuff
pony
about
that people say that about him. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but that is
He's
what
still
they say.
strong as shit.
Yeah, and he runs what, like a 4.4, 4.5,
Yeah,
something
bro.
like that, or 4.6 maybe.
Dude's literally like the Predator.
Yeah, literally, man. So I mean, yeah, in my personal opinion, I think an edge rusher is more important to this team right now than a cornerback would be. And I know that sounds insane after literally what we went through in the entire back half of the season last year, when we were getting passes thrown all over us. Ben
but then at
Roethlisberger
that
couldn't even
point-
throw the ball 10 yards down the field, but he could light our defensive backs up.
Yeah, but then
bad.
even still, it's like, is the defense,
I might be
if the
convincing
D
myself
line,
to draft a DB.
facts. If the D line still can't get any pressure, then it's like,
Exactly, and we brought Calais Campbell back.
yeah. I was about to say,
Brought back what's his
came
name
back?
too, Michael Pierce. We brought him back when he used to play. He used to play for us a couple years ago. He spent a few years in Minnesota. Had some injury issues, shit like that. So we brought him back.
He's solid.
I think if one of these edge rushers falls, because it's natural. I mean, somebody's gonna fall in the draft. Whether they should or shouldn't is up for debate. You know what I mean?
None of those Georgia players, but I mean, there'll be others.
Yes, I mean, I argued earlier in the year for wanting Jordan Davis, but if I'm sitting here saying that our biggest need is an edge rusher, then I think we should try to trade up to get somebody if we don't think somebody like Kayvon Thibodeau is going to fall to us. He would fit well in Baltimore. I'm just being honest. People think
That'd
he's
be
got
a solid pick.
People think he's got like attitude issues and shit like that because of the way he's answered like certain questions in his interviews. But I mean, I don't give a shit about that. We knocked that right out of here, Baltimore dog. You ain't got to worry about attitude issues here, buddy.
You
Trust
play
me.
like a Raven.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. We make people play like a Raven. It isn't nothing. It's
that
you
culture.
buy into the culture, or you're gone.
It's that
So like,
culture.
it's really nothing
It's
to
already
worry
set.
about. Exactly. So what are you looking at? What do you think you guys need, Coach?
Well,
what do you think you need over
we
in
got
Carolina?
basically 3 options, but I mean, our best option I think is to stay at 6, and if we're not gonna go for a quarterback, and like we think O-line is a little more important with that pick, or that also like one of the quarterbacks isn't worth that pick, then we should go with Evan Neal for sure, or one of the top 3
lineman from
one of
Alabama.
top 3 tackles, because that blind spot also are like our centers, dude. It's just the middle of our line. It's just been getting like rampage.
Y'all had
on.
Sam Darnold seeing ghosts all over.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we've got solid like guards like what's his name, Brady Christensen.
Yeah.
And we got Moten too, Taylor Moten. So on the right side. So like we just need that one guy that's going to secure the blind side left tackle spot. And I think we can plug in a quarterback. There's other maybe. I don't know if there can be like a franchise guy other than maybe like Malik Willis, but hey,
Yeah.
we'll see. We just gotta have that O line intact.
So you
first.
don't necessarily want to draft Kenny Pickett, is what you're telling me.
Nah.
That's what at least I'm gathering from what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to believe it when I see it, especially because
Tiny
he got
hands.
the tiny hands.
Yeah.
And Sam Darnold was freaking coughing up the ball left and right like he was taking some hauls. So if he's gonna have them, if he's gonna have them tiny hands, then I don't want him doing the same thing, you know. And especially if we take him at 6, but we still got like O-line issues, then that's more of a possibility.
Yeah, no, yeah. I guess
We need players to be healthy, like Christian McCaffrey, but we got DJ Moore, a young defense.
Is Robbie Anderson still on the
he's
team?
still-
I've asked you this like 40 times. I don't know how I have it
I
remembered by
think
now.
he's
under contract at least for this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
There's
I was
no
about to
guarantee
say-
he's on the team like before, like after the draft or anything like that. is
Yeah,
what you're
I
saying.
don't
But
know.
as of right now, he's still on the team. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought.
on. That's my squad though. So we gonna see draft night. Let's get it, Carolina.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited too to see what the Commanders do, dude. I really am.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're gonna do. They just lost Brandon Sheriff this offseason, so there's clearly a
That's
hole.
pretty huge.
Yeah, there's a huge hole up front on the offensive line.
They need a lot, man.
Yeah,
they need a lot.
Like we said about the Wizards yesterday, they are more than one or two pieces away. But
for sure.
At the end of the day, I don't know. Who knows? Carson Wentz could come in there and put on a fucking show, but.
Hey.
Who knows? I doubt it. But I think that they need to address their offensive line first and foremost. I know that this draft is loaded with like skill position players and all that type of shit, and everybody thinks they should go after one of these big name receivers like Olave or the other guy from Ohio State, Wilson, right? That's his name, Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. Ha. We do a sports podcast. I remembered somebody's name. I feel like a fucking dipshit sometimes when I don't remember people's names.
It's okay.
It happens. I know everybody thinks that they should draft one of those dudes, but when you have a hole like that up front and Carson Wentz is already kind of injury prone, you might want to try to shore that shit up. At least a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, because then
I don't know what you think, Coach.
I don't know. I mean, a skill guy would be pretty huge for them because then all they really have is like, what's his name? Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
And then
Curtis Samuel, I call Julio Jones Jello fucking hamstrings, but I should start calling Curtis Samuel.
Oh, I thought you were about to say he's a mini Julio Jones. I was like, what?
No. He's like the... Sorry, Curtis. He's like the poor man's Debo, like the poorest poor man's Debo.
Yeah, bro.
You know, because he played that role for you guys
like
in Carolina.
H-back position, yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
but
and even in Carolina, he also did in college too. But yeah, we gave him the rock.
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
dude, Curtis Samuel and
Ohio
you go way back,
State,
dog.
man.
Ohio State, he was on the Panthers, and now we talk about the Commanders all the time. So you can't get away from this man. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry you can't get away from Curtis like that, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
basically
wants to
the
get away from
Commanders.
You too, Coach. Damn.
Shoot. Basically the Commanders are trying to be the Panthers 2.0 or like little brother.
The Commanders. That's what a lot of the fans
call
them.
Bro.
The Commanders. I mean, Ron Rivera is a good coach. We can't argue that. He took your team to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro.
So the guy's a good coach, and I think, he got the football team at the time to the playoffs. They almost beat the eventual Super Bowl champions.
TB12.
So, I mean, who knows? If they get to the playoffs again, anything can happen. The guy's got a team to a Super Bowl before, so it's not like he doesn't know how to coach in big moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, his defense, he's known for his defense. I don't know if the defense has always been like, stout, but like
I mean, yeah.
When he got there, they were
years
a top
defense in Carolina.
And then,
a couple of them.
Only
a couple. He's supposed to be a defensive guy.
He was doing all the work, bro.
Yeah, he was the defensive coordinator for the Bears team in 2006 that went to the Super Bowl.
I think he was on the Eagles staff, too.
Yeah. He was the Andy Reid guy also. Mm-hmm. Ron's been around for a minute. That's why I kind of have some faith in their ability to, if they can fucking put a decent product on the field, I have faith in his ability to coach them and win some games.
Yeah, bro.
He hasn't really showed any. They went 7-9 or whatever it was, 7-8-1 when they went to the playoffs that first time, and then they had this past season where it was kind of a shit show. If we're gonna be honest, but I feel like that has more to do with all this off-the-field drama and all that shit that they're going through, because Alex Smith came out and said that shit a couple weeks ago. He said, you're crazy if you don't think that stuff going on behind the scenes doesn't have an effect on what's coming out on the field. Because how could it not? You know what I mean? It's a toxic environment over there. I mean, I'm sure some players could get away with whatever the fuck they wanted to. That's wild to think about, isn't it?
Really
it's crazy
when
to think
you put
about.
it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good their structure is over there.
How Ron Rivera is running those Commanders is not looking so good these days.
Somebody need to command them.
Somebody got to command those Commanders, man. So, yeah, skill position, probably secondary for the Commanders. Offensive line, get somebody in there to protect Carson Wentz's bitch ass. Yeah, you can't have him running around all crazy. What'd you say?
I said, how many picks they got?
Let me let you know. It'll take me 1 second. Oh, wow. We're gonna look this up on. We're gonna look this one up as we go. I want to say they have probably 7 or 8 picks this year.
Cause I don't
While
know
I'm
if
looking
they should
that up,
trade
Coach.
back.
While I'm looking this up, why don't you tell me how many picks the Panthers got and what you guys should be looking at outside of the offensive line?
I gotta look that up too, man.
Damn, man, we came into this very unprepared.
I
But
was
it's okay.
reading the first round like basis shit, but
Trust me, man, it's all right. We're good. I need to just like, we're giving it all. We're giving it all we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got 8 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 picks this year in the draft. I thought I saw 4 stacked on top of 4. Anybody who thought I was looking and didn't fucking know. What's up, Coach?
they got 5 on top. Well, actually 6 with their first. So yep.
Yeah, man. Them Commanders. So the Panders. I was thinking about calling the Commanders the Commanders again, and I almost called the Panthers the
man.
Panders.
Good
Oh,
thing you're
boy.
not a fan. You would just be
Yeah,
like,
people be roasting me. I'm a
struggling.
Baltimore fan. I know how to say Ravens. I'm not going to fuck that one up. And a lot of people are saying, too, that the Commanders should try to draft a quarterback, and I don't necessarily disagree.
No, yeah, because I mean, what if Carson Wentz isn't the deal? He's
He's
probably
probably
just like a
not.
bridge guy.
Yeah, he's probably just like, like a Jimmy G type of dude in
Yeah,
San
that's what I'm
Francisco,
saying.
but a little worse.
If we don't, also forgot to add about the Panthers. Sorry, forgot to add that we could probably get Jimmy G if we like go for like a O line for like the first pick and don't think that like.
I mean, yeah, you could, but like at this point, is it worth giving up like a 2nd-round pick for Jimmy G? Do you want to give up a 2nd-round pick for Jimmy G?
I'll give up a 4th rounder for Jimmy G.
Jesus, I would not give up a 4th-round pick. Okay, yeah, you know what? A 4th-rounder, yeah, I would give up for Jimmy G. He took a team to a Super Bowl. And I know that defense probably had a lot more to do with it, and the run game
Yeah,
had a lot
but-
more to do with it than Jimmy G. But nonetheless, he took a
Yeah,
fucking.
I don't know who's gonna
regardless,
pay
he took a team to Super
pay
Bowl.
a 2nd round pick for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're crazy, y'all.
Hell no.
I think it's insane, man. I'm a known Baker hater in our friend group.
Yeah.
And I still think it's nuts that you guys have a disinterest, or I think it came out that you guys had a disinterest in signing him before there was a mutual disinterest in the Panthers and
Well, I'm
Baker
just
signing.
happy that there was a disinterest because I was.
Dude, I don't know
also
what they're doing. They should sign his
disinterested.
ass, dude. Y'all should sign his ass.
Hell no.
Why
bro.
not?
He can't throw a lick.
What
see
do you
him
mean?
hitting
He's
Odell
got to be
in the
better than
head?
Sam Darnold.
Did you see him hitting Odell in the head? What he gonna do to DJ Moore?
Dude, I love Odell sometimes. I also hate Odell a lot of the times. He freelances on a lot of routes. Can he do that because he's so great? Sure. But in that fucking system, clearly it didn't work out with Baker.
Yeah,
I
it didn't.
think if he's in a place where there's receivers who are just going to run their routes, he might be able to do well. That's why when Odell was out and he had to throw to those no-name receivers, he was always playing better. He never played well with Odell on the field, but always played better with those other guys on the field. Like
yeah, but he
Higgins.
also had Nick Chubb and
Obviously, he had Nick Chubb, Coach. I'm not disagreeing with you on that he had Nick
I
Chubb.
know, but
The
I
guy-
don't think I think he's just middle of the pack. Like,
Didn't he throw like 30 touchdowns or something a couple years ago?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. You don't do that on accident. And you're telling me right now you would take the quarterbacks you have on your roster over Baker?
No.
Then why wouldn't you? What the fuck?
Well, you
guys
can
should
add him to the list of
you should
quarterbacks
be
that I don't
screaming to
want.
the heavens that he comes and signs with your fucking team.
Because he's not a long-term solution.
He could be. He played 3 or 4 years for the Browns, bro. He took the Browns to the playoffs and was good enough to give the
I
Browns
don't
expectations.
know. Not for much.
What are you? Oh, Coach.
No, I'm not a Baker believer, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm not necessarily a Baker believer. I'm not saying like, oh, dude, he's like Drew Brees. You know what I mean?
Well,
Nothing
nah,
like that.
I know that. I know.
Nothing like that. What I'm saying though, if you give the fucking guy a chance, He can play well. He showed you that in Cleveland. It wasn't consistent because he was in Cleveland. I will say that until I'm blue in the face. The Browns is the Browns. Juju Smith-Schuster has never been more right in his life than when he said the Browns is the Browns, because they are. And what do? They fuck things up. That's just what the Browns do. So I think you put him on your guys' team, he'll do just fine. Want to know why? There's not going to be a whole hell of a lot of expectations in Carolina your guys' first year. And you already have a good amount of offensive weapons.
Not as long as Tom Brady's there.
Exactly. And you guys already have a good amount of weapons, dude. So there's a good chance you guys could kind of slip under the radar because the AFC is way more stacked than the NFC, and you guys could sneak in as a fucking wild card team. If you picked his ass up, you come out here with Sam Darnold again, you're going to win 5 goddamn games. Yeah, Malik Willis would be good too, but I don't know if he's going to fall to you guys. I think Pittsburgh's going to try to trade up and take him. Or they're going to wait for that dude from Cincy to fall into the second round. Desmond Ridder?
Oh.
I think that he could. I don't know. We'll see how he
could be a starter. I don't know.
Who knows, dude? He ran, 4.4, 4.5 at the combine?
We just take him.
Mm-hmm. That's a discussion.
Yeah, man.
That's a conversation, Coach.
He's a good dude.
I don't think Desmond Ridder would be bad. I don't think he's going to be bad in the NFL. I don't know how good he's going to be. You can't really tell.
He could be. I guess. I don't know. That's kind of disrespectful. A more athletic Alex Smith.
That's not disrespectful at all. Alex Smith made a couple Pro Bowls.
All right. Well, that's how I see it.
And if he didn't shatter his leg, the Washington would have been nasty that year, or not nasty. He wasn't putting up like crazy numbers, but they were like 6-2 before his leg disappeared. And, you know what I mean?
He did lead Kansas City to the playoffs.
I think they were the 1 seed one time at least when he was their quarterback, and their defense was never that great. Now, granted, Andy Reid was the coach, so I'm sure he had a lot to do with that too.
But defense.
That's not the point, man. The point is, if you're calling him a more athletic Alex Smith, Desmond Ridder could be a fucking stud in the NFL. Because Alex Smith was a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah, he was. Wait, was he a number 1 overall pick, too?
Yeah, he was the number 1 pick. I'm sorry for coughing all this much, by the way. I promise it's not COVID. I'm trying to quit smoking, and this stupid fucking thing, I'm not going to advertise what it is, but if you look at the colors and the way it's designed, you'll be able to figure out who makes it, I'm sure, you vape fiends out there. Yeah, I'm trying to quit smoking, so sorry for coughing into the mics. I'll try to edit those out as much as I can. Maybe not. Let's give you some authenticity to this pod. What the hell were we just saying, Coach? Something about Desmond Ridder?
Yeah, being a more athletic Alex Smith.
Oh, and you asked me if Alex Smith was the number 1 overall pick. Yeah. Same year, Aaron Rodgers fell to the 26th, 24th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
When he got drafted, when he went to the Packers, like he's played anywhere else. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Who knows? The quarterback situation this year is wild because nobody.
So many moving parts and whatnot.
Yeah,
receivers too.
The offseason moves kind of tell you a lot about what people think about these dudes coming into the draft, because nobody really makes this many moves for veteran QBs if you think the dudes that are coming into the draft are worth taking. You're like, fuck, I'll just trade away all my picks and I'll go take this guy from LSU or this guy from wherever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ohio State.
And build a future that way.
Yeah, but these quarterbacks don't really seem to be,
They're trying to get a proven guy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All right, I think we kind of covered all of our bases. So I say we wrap it up on that note, Coach. And
all right, Murray.
I say you come out into the living room and get your ass whooped in some chow. How do you feel?
Let's get it.
All right, let's go. Thank you all for joining us.
Woohoo!
We'll see where this one goes.